I look crazy. Look at my hair though. Slay. Is she cute or whatever? I don't know if this is the angle I want it to be at. We're just gonna tell it what it is. What's good YouTube? It's your girl Kyrie and I'm here with another video. Okay? Period. Consistency. Basically today I'm finna tell y'all about a story time about this girl I used to be friends with. We are not friends no more. Hence, this is why. Just a little bit of a background, like me and her, we met at the current job I work at now. And it's crazy because the first impression that she had of me was I had an RBF. And my impression of her was I thought she was ghetto and was mean. I wouldn't say that's necessarily true, but it definitely plays a part. But I do want to say, like, I'm not trying to bash her or anything. Obviously, this situation has passed. We're not necessarily friends. If I were to see her somewhere, like, hi, hello, how you been? But it wouldn't be like, hey, bestie. This is one of those situations where I will forgive you, but I will never forget. When I look in your face, this is what I'm going to see. Be careful who you're friends with. So let's get into this video. We're gonna start from the very beginning. Like I said, we became friends at the current job that I work at now. She had ended up leaving and going somewhere else, and I basically followed her. I ended up going to this place, and we were cool around that time, like when I first started at her job. This was after the fact she met my boyfriend, I met her boyfriend, we all chilled. Like, this was after all of that. So basically one day she was like, I just need to get out this house, Kyrie. Can we kick it and whatnot? Can we go somewhere, do something? And I was like, I'm down. That day, I think I was doing DoorDash or Instacart, and I was tired as hell. Like, all I wanted to do was be with my boyfriend. I was like, I'm actually really fucking tired, which wasn't a lie, because when I hung out with him, I was damn near falling asleep. So I told her I'm really tired. Can we hang out tomorrow? She was like, yeah, like that's fine. Mind you guys, she didn't have a car and she didn't know how to drive. So basically the next day comes and I knew I was supposed to hang out with her, but I didn't want to hang out with her as soon as I woke up. My little cousins, if I could take them to a football game. She had my location and I had hers. So she had my location and she was like, what are you doing right now? And I was like, dropping my cousins off at this football game. And she, through the text messages, you could just tell she was irritated. It wasn't even text. It was freaking emojis. And I was just like, what the heck? Like, why are you mad? Like, what's wrong with you? And she was like, nothing, never mind. And then I never told her I wasn't going to hang out with her to her face. She just assumed that. I was so caught off guard, but at the same time, it was like, I don't want to deal with this today because you already assumed that I wasn't going to hang out with you and I never told you that. So, what did I do? Not hang out with her. So then, like I said, she had met my boyfriend before all this went down. I didn't hang out with her that day, and after that, I think like 2-3 days went by and we didn't talk. And I texted her and I was like, I'm overstimulated. Like, I just need some space for you. Let me take one for the team, tell her up front as a real friend would, and maybe she'll give me some space and hopefully understand it better. She did not. She went off after that. She was like, you're weird. Nothing's wrong with your mental health. How are you gonna tell me what's wrong with my mental health? You're not me. I'm confused. Like, I don't understand. Like, so after not talking to her for a little bit and actually asking her for space as a real friend should, she was like, basically, no. I strictly told her the reason I don't tell you nothing, and it's crazy because I went back deep into my past and was basically explaining to her, like, why my mental health is so f***ed up. And she didn't give a freak. She had gotten into a car accident and she called me and I didn't respond. The next day I had called her and I was like, are you okay? Like, what's up? Like, are you hurt? Like, what's going on? And she told me she got in a car accident and then she said, I'll call you back later, and then she never called me back. So, after her not giving me space and just kept calling me weird, I had a concert that I went to and I posted on my Snapchat story. And the reason I went to this concert was because I had paid months prior $500 to get in the pit. She actually responded on that Snapchat. She was like, your mental health is not messed up. Like, you're lying. Like, some people out here actually have messed up mental health. Girl, why would I not go to a concert that I paid $500 for? Why would I waste $500? Like, no, that just doesn't make sense. That would be me not being able to go to the concert and then me spending $500 and wasting it. So obviously, yes, I'm gonna go to the concert regardless of how I feel. So she was like, your mental health is not messed up. She just kept saying stuff about my mental health, and I'm just like, you're not me, so how would you even know what I go through? And I just sat here and told you everything that I've been through, and you did not care at all. You just cared about the fact that I supposedly didn't check up on you after you had gotten into a car accident, but I did. I called you, you answered, and you told me you would call me back later, and you never did. So after that, she started trying to FaceTime me, and this is when I really cut her off and was not talking to her, not responding. She just kept FaceTiming me. There was one day she FaceTimed me and called me 3 times in a row, and then sent on the little FaceTime thing like, I'm starting to not like your boyfriend. Hold the phone. Don't ever talk about my boyfriend. When you first met him, you thought he was cool, and so did everybody else in the room. So it's just like, why are you even trying to bring my boyfriend into this? My boyfriend hasn't done anything wrong. Like, he isn't making me act this way. This isn't an act. This is me, baby. Like, this is how I feel. I'm overstimulated and I need some space, and you wouldn't give that to me. So in the result of not giving the space that I had asked for, we're not friends, and that's on you. But I was trying to give her the benefit of the doubt. I was trying to explain myself to her. She just wasn't understanding. Like, she just kept saying the same thing over and over. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. Your mental health's not fucked up. You're not me. So, like, how would you know? I sat there and texted you that long ass paragraph about what I've been going through, and you did not care. So, like, why do you expect me to care for you after getting in a car accident? I mean, that's a little harsh, but I did care. I was there for you. So anywho, she tried to drag my boyfriend into it, make it make sense. She was just like, I don't like how your boyfriend's making you act. This is the third. I'm starting not to like your boyfriend. Like, all this unpopular opinion shit. And I was just like, dude, my boyfriend is not the problem. And don't talk about my boyfriend. Like, he isn't doing nothing wrong. Like, he is the best. Because if you come for him, you're coming for both of us. So after she said that, and after she kept calling me all the time, and I just was not picking up the phone, then we're gonna get into the friend engagement. This is when, so basically my friend, she wanted to jump into the conversation, and she was basically like, can you stop texting Kyrie? Like, she doesn't want to talk to you. Like, she's getting irritated. All she asked was for some space, and you won't give it to her. And that's pretty much what she said. So I love her for that. I didn't ask her to do that, though. That's the thing. So then she decides she's going to take a screenshot of that, send it to her group of friends. Then her friends start coming to me. Her friends are like, either let's fight, let's shoot out. And I'm like, I'm not here for that. Like, we're too grown for that. The reason her peoples was coming at me from that situation was because they didn't have the full truth, the whole story. She didn't tell them that I wanted space and I asked for it, and she didn't give it to me. She never told them nothing like that. So I had a conversation with her sister, and I was like, first of all, I asked her for some space and she wouldn't give it to me. So this is like why we kept going back and forth. This was never between her and my friends. This was between me and her. And her sister straight up told me, she was like, she never told us none of that. They backed off, but it was just like, how are you gonna call me your friend but then try to do this rah-rah shit? Why don't you just give me the space that I asked for? Like, I don't understand. When they were trying to like beef with me, I was basically telling the straight up truth. Like, this is what happened, this is what it is, and this is what it's gonna be. So all that stuff passed. Months later, I still haven't talked to her. Like, I finally just was like, fuck it. This is the last straw. Like, I'm not doing this no more. This is some back and forth bullshit. Like, I don't feel like wasting my energy on this person. Like, basically, a couple months go by, she texts me on Instagram. Mind you, I didn't have her blocked. Anyways, so she hit me up in the DM. She talking about, I miss our friendship, or I miss you. Something. She said something. And I said, I miss our friendship too. And she was like, sorry about what happened. Like, I didn't mean for it to go all down like that, or something like that. And I was just like, accept your apology. But I think it is better that we are not friends. She just liked it, so maybe she agrees. I don't know. But that was pretty much the end. For real. Like, after that, I haven't talked to her since. Let peace be. I hope you guys enjoyed this story time. If you did, let me know in the comments down below. I have plenty more stories to tell, so if you want to hear them, just let me know. I am gonna go now. Deuces. Deuces.